We are back. It's been a long time coming, but here we are. We're back. We're ready to roll. We got a lot of good things coming your way. I hope you guys are ready because it's going to be a fun ride. Jay, are you ready for it?
Back and better than ever, baby. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Hey, man, we're finally back.
Yes, we are.
It's been a long time coming. Got a couple of things going on in life, but we'll get into that a little bit. Why don't you kick us off? How's everything been with you, bro?
Bro, where do I begin? Well, first of all, let's just address the elephant in the room. My hair is back. Yes.
Last time we saw you, you were bald as you know what.
Last time everybody saw me, I was bald. My head was shiny. Yes, but now my hair is attempting, because it's not fully back, but it is attempting to do a comeback. So let's see how that goes. Hopefully in the next couple episodes, I'll have a nice full set of hair. But other than that, I finally finished the police academy, so I'm officially a police officer.
Slap it up.
Thank you. Pat myself in the back. I'm gonna go ahead and pat myself again because while I was in the academy, the birth of my daughter occurred. So I do have a little baby. I am officially a father as well.
Let's keep it clear. The birth of your daughter and my goddaughter. Okay,
you're right.
Don't you take that away from me.
You are right. You're right. But yeah, man. So it's been crazy. It's been really hectic. The past like 6 months. It's been tough, to say the least. But what about you? What's been going on with you?
Well, first and foremost, obviously, congrats on not only the academy, but obviously the beautiful baby girl, guys,
and the hair. Don't forget the hair.
And, that's right, and the beautiful hair as well. Let's congratulate him, on all three things, and let's congratulate me on being a godfather. Anyways, my life, same old, just working extra hard. I got a second job, so trying to get more hours in, trying to get around. Finishing school, hopefully be done.
Which I do want to get that discount, by the way.
Oh, I got you.
Working.
Oh, I got you. You can get those discounts any day. Because let me tell you, my paychecks are gonna go straight back into that store, and I'm gonna buy so many shirts that I'm like, God. But anyway, I'm trying to just finish school. Probably wrap it up within the year. Finally,
hell yeah.
And from there, just besides that, just fantasy, which did not treat me very well this year. I think it's fair we talk about it.
Talk to me. I'll be your shrink for the day.
Listen, ESPN. I was in 5 leagues. Didn't win a single one. Especially the two biggest ones that I care about, the one that I'm with my friends and the one that I'm with my friends plus you, the 16-man and the 12-man. The 12-man, I had no luck. I drafted a really great team, but
injuries, huh?
A bunch of busts. Okay. I drafted Kyle Pitts in the second round because again, two keeper league.
Okay.
And my keepers were Austin Eckler and Stephon Diggs. So great start. But here's where it goes. I don't remember every single one by heart, but here were the busts. I know my first round pick. I was the second overall pick.
Okay.
I drafted DeAndre Swift. Big hopes. Big letdown. After the first week, I was like, this is why I drafted.
The bigger the hopes, the bigger the letdown.
Listen, that first game against the Eagles, he had like 25 points. I was like, this is why I drafted DeAndre Swift. And then, he kind of just, injuries, man. He's such a talented player, but just the injuries don't stop. I also drafted Jerry Jeudy early, I think in the third round, bust. I drafted Kyle Pitts, I think in the second round, bust. I drafted Zeke. Wow. I drafted Zeke in the fourth, bust.
Wow.
I decided, I'm gonna go late quarterback. I went Derek Carr and Matthew Stafford, bust. So when the draft ended, I had a great team on paper. Like I think ESPN projected me to finish second. I was like, yeah. I drafted Kenneth Walker and Zaire Pacheco the last 2 rounds. You know what I ended up doing? I traded away Kenneth Walker before Rashad Penny, blew out his knee. I traded away Austin Eckler after like week 3 because he was doing nothing. He ended up. We'll talk about where he ended up later on. But yeah, it was just a bad year for me. But not to be too sad, I decided, you know what? I'm not gonna make it to playoffs. I'm not gonna win the championship this year. I just don't want to end last, and I want to prep myself for next year. So you know what?
Did that work out? Did you finish last?
You tell me. I did not finish last, but you tell me if you think this worked out. So, as I said, Austin Eckler, Stephon Diggs are my keepers. Going into this year, right?
Okay.
My keepers will be Justin Jefferson.
Okay.
And Jamar Chase.
Ooh.
I also acquired picks. So in the first 4 rounds of our draft, I have 7 picks. I pick second overall again. I got a first. So I pick second overall and 7th overall. That's just to start off the first round. The second round, I got 2 picks in the second. I got 1 pick in the third, 2 picks in the fourth. So needless to say, if I don't at least make playoffs, I guess fantasy's just not for me, I guess. I don't know.
Comeback season.
Yeah. So that's the main league. The league that we're in, we'll discuss a little bit later. But all the other leagues, basically, same thing. Had a really good team, had some teams with Jalen Hurts, had some teams with Justin Jefferson, with Cooper Kupp, et cetera, et cetera. Just didn't work out for me. Made playoffs in every single one, except obviously, like I said, the 12-man. But every other league, I made playoffs. Knocked out 2 of them the first round. The other one I knocked out in semis. Unfortunate. And then we have a family league. That one I did win.
You did.
That's basically
not only did you win, but let me be the first to say, this is our second season with the league, and there's only been one champion. And I'm staring right at him. You are the
back baby.
Back champ.
Yeah, that's the one thing I will take. But to be fair, that my team was, I can't believe I drafted that team. My team was Jalen Hurts. I ended up trading for running backs. I don't remember who I started with, but I know I ended with Ramondre Stevenson, Aaron Jones. My wide receivers were Tyreek Hill, Justin Jefferson, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Chris Olave. My tight ends were Goddard and Schultz. Like, I had a really good team. I ended up picking Justin Fields off the wire. So when Jalen Hurts went down, Justin Fields went in there.
Mm-hmm.
I think I had the Cowboys defense. It went as well as it could go. So
of course,
really happy with that. But yeah, I'm gonna finish off.
Well deserved.
Thank you very much. I'm gonna finish
coming
off
for you though.
With no, you said that last year. And how did that work out for you?
Oh well,
exactly. But we'll get to that later. Right now, I want to bring up something very important. So the 16-man league that we're in, right?
Yeah.
I had a much better team there compared to the 12-man, 2 important leagues. But it was one of those where, like, I would be the highest scorer, but then literally the last game, Monday night, I would lose high score by like 1 or 2 points to somebody else. I'm like, great. Then when I would lose my matchups.
So hold on before you continue. So in this 16-man league, you get bonuses. So if you get the highest score for that whole, out of the 16 teams for that week, you get a little bonus. So at the end of the season, however many bonuses you did throughout the week, you get that money. Even though, let's say you didn't win the championship, you could go ahead. If you could be the highest score for like 5 weeks, you could get yourself $100, $120 or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's $20 per weekly win. That's how they call it. The top scorer gets the weekly win. I should have won weekly wins like 7 times, but
and how many did you win?
Zero. So
same.
Same. And then the games I would lose, bro. I'd either lose the lowest scoring game by like a point, or I would lose to the player that scored the highest. And then I look at everybody else's matchup.
You would have beat everybody else.
I would have beat all of the 14 players, but that person decided to go crazy. So it was one of those seasons in that league. I still made playoffs. I unfortunately got bounced by one of my good friends, Jonathan. Once again,
which was an upset, by the way.
It was a mega upset. I didn't expect it, but hey, that's what fantasy is about. But
which would have set up a crazy game between you and myself.
Yeah, it would have been us in the semifinals. Would have been insane. But you know what? It didn't happen. However, somebody, I don't remember quite who, somebody had a great season in that 16-man league. I wonder who. Do you know? Do you have any idea?
Well, not to brag or anything, but there's like a little. I'm missing the trophy here in my hands. However, I will be getting it sometime very soon because you, sir, have it in your hands.
Oh, you talking about this right here?
Yes.
The Holy Roller Championship Trophy?
Yes, that one.
Why would you get this? I don't. Why?
Because last time I checked, I won it all. I took it home. I won it.
Is that you right there?
Yes, the big red machine right there. 2022. Me, this guy.
Yep. Your boy Jay won it all. Tell him how it went down. Let him know.
Listen, it was a long time coming. I was begging you because a little backstory. So all of your friends have this in-person league, actually 2, which is the 2 that you were just mentioning. Which oddly enough, the commissioners from one league and the commissioner of the other league is father and son, which is pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah.
So, I've been begging on like, yo, can you please, ask him if there's a spot open, if a team's going to leave, I really want to join. I've never been in an in-person league, this and that. So finally last season, not this season, last season, we had the opportunity to co-manage a team, which we did. So now, before the league even started, we were like, man, we're gonna kill it. We're great. We're great fantasy players. We're gonna kill it. These guys do not know what they just did.
Yep.
So us, we kind of wanted to do like a little honor to wrestling, because we used to watch wrestling. We would not miss any Raw episodes, any SmackDown episodes growing up. So we were like, what can we name our team to represent us? So we were like, what? There's the Brothers of Destruction. Why not call ourselves the Cousins of Destruction?
Exactly.
And so Destruction we did.
Yep.
We went 13-1. Bonuses. How many bonuses did we win?
I think we won
almost
like,
$150
yeah,
in bonuses.
Bonuses. I think we won like 6 weeks, 7 weeks.
Yeah, I think we were the top scoring fantasy team, and I think second place, I think we had like 1,000 points more than them.
Yeah,
or something like that, which was insane. Anyway, we got upset in the semifinals because we were ranked first overall, so we get a bye week. Semifinals, we got upset. We lost by a couple points. But yeah, sad. I mean, we lost to the eventual champ, so that's not bad. We lost to the champ. But regardless, so now fast forward to this season, I had the opportunity to now manage my own team because somebody was leaving. So now again, that means we would have had to split up, which sucks because I really would have wanted to win that. That should have been our season last season.
Yeah,
it should have been our season, but we fell short. But hey, this season, we had the opportunity to right our wrongs. Hopefully both make playoffs, which we did.
Yep.
Right. So now this time we were like, what? Let's go. Let's continue with this theme. Right. We were the Cousins of Destruction, which is obviously the Brothers of Destruction, Kane and Undertaker.
Yep.
So now we were like, how about this? How about you take Undertaker and I take Kane, and you name your team Dead Man Walking, and I name my team the Big Red Machine.
Yep.
Just in case down the line we have to ever play each other, it's Dead Man Walking versus the Big Red Machine.
It's literally
that rivalry, insane. So what happens? Everything was like, the fantasy gods were like, okay, you guys are going to meet in the semifinals. Sadly, like you said, you got upset, but I avenged you.
That you did.
Took him out, destroyed him, went to the final, and it was a very tight game.
Yes.
It was a very tight game, and I ended up winning by 15 points, winning my first, I guess this is my second year in the league, but my first actual team managing
solo
by myself.
Year. Yeah.
So I guess rookie season, I guess.
I would say it's your second overall year, your first solo year.
Yeah. I like that. That. But yeah, man, I took it all. Couldn't be happier. However, that is where my success ends. Because let me tell you, I was in like 5 other ESPN leagues. I was in like 2 Yahoo leagues. And the Yahoo is the family league that I run. And so that one, I was like in the fantasy league, I was like, man, let me tell you, I'm going to make this comeback. You wanted the first season. I'm going to try to win it the second season. I think I finished second to last.
Yeah.
But you know what? There's a good reason why. I had my full focus on the 16-man league. I kid you not, my full focus was on this league. And, thankfully it all paid off.
It
took it all. But yeah, the rest of the leagues, man, it was bad, bro. Like, it was bad. In the other ESPN leagues, I made playoffs, but I maybe just in 2 out of the other 5. The rest, nope, not even close. Not even close.
I feel you, bro.
But listen, I'm a little satisfied with me knowing that the one that I was mainly focused on, I won. So
paid off.
I guess that's a win in my book.
I will say, so I had a win in the family league, great win in the books. You had a great win in the 16-man, which arguably is a little bit more important in my opinion, but
little tougher.
A win is a win regardless. So
yeah, 100%.
At least we ended with that. But there's one win, there's an extra win that I would say we both had, and that is how successful our very first Two Bros One Pod Fantasy League was.
Yes,
it was honestly better than I ever expected. 100%. First of all, the slots filled out.
Yes.
As soon as we started mentioning it, the slots filled up quick. So,
bro, we had more people emailing us after we filled up the slots. We had more people emailing us. Hey, do you guys have an open slot? Do you guys have an open slot? Bro,
well, we'll talk about those people in a bit when we talk about the structure. But what I do want to shout out, I want to shout out obviously us two. It's a 12-man league, so not us two. The other 10 men that were involved in this league, you guys made it awesome. You guys made it so fun. The group chat was actually very active. You know,
Extremely active.
whether it be talking smack about your team, about your opponent, asking, hey, whoever wants to trade, hit me up. Talking about real life games going on. You know, it was really fun. And like I said, I think overall the league was a success. I want to shout out. So I'm just gonna go from our two divisions. We had the East and the West division. I was in the East. You were in the West. The West division ended as follows. In last place, Baron. You know, he had a 5-9 record. Honestly, turned it up at the end. At one point, he was like 1-9. So turned it up at the end. Very well done.
He was.
Nick
got a nice little winning streak going.
Yeah, Nick ended up fourth, 6-8. Ty for fourth. Danny 6-8. You ended up third in that division with an 8-6 record.
Yep.
Jordan, who we'll talk about later, ended up 9-5. Blake had the best record all season. He ended up 11-3. Well done, Blake. Well done. But we'll talk about what happened later. In my division, in the East, we had the overall last place, Luca, 4-10. And tied for fourth, we had Vincent, 6-8. Tied with, I hope I said your name right, Aditya Prabhu, 6-8. In third, we have Dylan with a 7-7 record. And then tied for first, I took first because of points, but Armand, I hope I said your name right. He ended up tying me with an 8-6 record. I took first place because of points in favor, compared to points against, all that. So,
bro, I was struggling that league. At a certain point, again, I was like, man, I can't get eliminated. I gotta at least make playoffs. I have to make playoffs. And thankfully I did.
Yes. Speaking of playoffs, this is how it went down. The number one overall seed was Blake. He had the number one record. So he was the first seed. I was the second seed. I also had a bye. Then we went into the actual playoffs. The third seed, Jordan, played sixth seed, Dylan. Jordan won 120.5 to 97.5. Then it was Armand, hope I said your name right again. Fourth place versus you, fifth place. And he kicked your butt. He kicked your butt. 105.5 to 84. It was kind of ugly. But then we move into the second round. Blake then had to play Armand. He avenged you. He destroyed Armand. You beat him 111.5 to 64. And then I played against Jordan. And what a matchup it was. I lost 118.5 to 108.5. And the saddest part is the whole week I was talking like, who do I bench? Who do I start? Who do I bench? Who do I start? I told myself, you know what? I'm just gonna go with my gut. I'm gonna start with Ramondre Stevenson. That didn't work out for me.
Who did you bench?
I benched Jet McKinnon because at that point McKinnon was going crazy with like the touchdowns. I was like, should I? And Stevenson was kind of declined. I was like, nah, I gotta trust my guys.
Yeah.
Fair to say, if I would have started McKinnon, I would have won. But hey, that's what fantasy's about. So then we go into the final. First place, Blake versus third place, Jordan. Obviously, we had a situation go down, in the last week of fantasy playoffs, week 17 of the regular season with the DeMar Hamlin injury.
Right.
Thankfully he's okay. It was a very scary sight at the moment, but now everything seems to be okay. He's making progress, so hopefully he just keeps going.
I hope he gets back on the field next season, man.
I
hope he does.
I just, right now, honestly, I'm just hoping he gets back on track. Like,
yeah,
even if it takes a year or two, whenever it takes, like, I just hope he fully recovers. Yeah. So I'm glad to see that he's on track and he's making progress. So hopefully he keeps that up. But that did have an effect on fantasy because if you had any Bills or Bengals players, they basically ended up with 0 points because the game was suspended. Not suspended. It was canceled. It wasn't suspended. It was canceled, meaning that game was never going to be played again. So for fantasy, you had no points. Jordan ended up beating Blake with a score of 130.5 to 114. Now, Blake did have McPherson. Jordan did have Buffalo. On paper, you would think Buffalo could hold that, but the way the Bengals started, Buffalo could have had a bad game, the defense. And McPherson, you never know what could happen. At the end of the day, the situation happened, and Jordan, congratulations. He is the winner of our very first Two Bros, One Pod Fantasy League. And I'm just going to, I think it's only fair we run down the team real quick just to shout out the team that won in the title. Quarterback, Patrick Mahomes. Running backs, Christian McCaffrey and Nick Chubb.
Jesus.
Wide receivers, Mike Evans, who was absolutely terrible all year, but that week decided to go 43.5.
Which, by the way, is the reason I won my 60-man league.
Tyler Lockett was wide receiver 2. George Kittle was tight end. His flex was Christian Watson, Buffalo, as we already mentioned. Justin Tucker. On his bench, he had Devin Singletary, Jacoby Myers, Tyler Higbee, the Pittsburgh defense, Austin Hooper, Zach Wilson, and York, the kicker of the Browns.
Yeah.
Overall, very good team. Congrats. Very well-deserved win. I will say I'm kind of happy that I lost to the champion. Makes me feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, thank you again, thank you guys. That was honestly such an amazing league. I had a
Yep.
lot of fun. I'll be honest, I expected it to be good. I did not expect it to be this good.
And also, I would like to mention that well, we're kind of thinking about it, making the league again like, so for sure we want to keep running with the league. All right, we
100%
want to
we're
keep
running
running with
it
the league,
back.
just
Yeah.
with the wonderful success that we had this previous season. We definitely want to do that. But we have some other ideas as well, like maybe making it a money league. We might still leave it as a free league, maybe change up the points. There's a lot of options.
Yeah.
But regardless, the two finalists, just by making the finals, you guys are invited again to go ahead and join next season's league as well. So congrats to you guys, Blake and Jordan. Well deserved for sure.
Yep. Like Jay said, we haven't really mentioned this to them yet. We're gonna reach out. So Jay and Blake, if you guys are interested in coming back, you're more than welcome. That would leave at least 8 slots open. Obviously, one of them declines, then more slots, but 8 slots for sure will be open. Listen, I know we're very far away, but I think if you want to join, now's the time to start coming our way, because I'm telling you, these slots fill up like this. So, you already know the rules. Follow us, subscribe to our channel, comment, email us, DM us, whatever you prefer. And we're open. We're always there to contact. So yeah, just let us know if you're interested. We have, like I said, at least 8 slots open. So get on those quick, because those sell pretty hot. But yeah, man, it feels good to be back. We got some more things coming, so don't think this is the end. You got a couple things coming your way very, very soon. But yeah, man, again, massive shout out to everybody that joined that league. It was so successful. Really appreciate it. Hopefully next season goes better for us. I mean, like I said, we had a win, but hopefully we get, more than one win next season.
Yeah.
But yeah, now we're officially back.
Yes, sir.
And coming up next, we have our rankings. We're gonna compare what ended up happening, our actual fantasy rankings versus the ones that we had. Okay. Stay tuned, because those are gonna be very interesting, and you guys are
very shocking.
To say the least. There's a couple things in there that wow. You guys will see for yourselves. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
All right. Peace.